Lesson 3H, powers base 10. Recall from grade 9 math, powers are just repeated multiplication. For example, 2 to the power 4 just means to multiply 2 by itself 4 times. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which equals 16. 2 to the power 4 is known as the exponential form, while 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is the expanded form, and 16 is called the standard form. Now the general form for powers of the base 10 is 10 to the power n. N is an integer, meaning that it can be any number, positive or negative, including 0, as long as it's a whole number. 10 to the power 4 means to multiply 10 by itself 10 times. The standard form is 10,000. What happens if our exponent is a negative value? Well, 10 to the power negative 3. If you recall, the negative exponent means to take the reciprocal while changing the negative to a positive exponent. As a fraction form, it's 1 over 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 3 means to multiply 10 by itself 3 times, which is 1 over 10 times 10 times 10, which equals to 1 over 1,000, which equals 0.001 in standard form. If n is a positive exponent, then you end up with a large number. If n is a negative exponent, then you have a small value. What about 10 to the power 0? I think you'll agree that 10 squared is 100. So 10 squared over 10 squared equates to 100 divided by 100, which is 1. If you remember exponent laws, if you're dividing powers of the same base, then all you have to do is subtract the exponents from one another, which makes 10 to the power of 2 minus 2, which equals 10 to the 0. Now 10 squared over 10 squared equals 1, or 10 squared over 10 squared equals 10 to the naught. Therefore, 10 to the power 0 equals 1. In fact, any number raised to the power 0 is 1. X cannot be 0.